Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Random Hunts in Monster Hunter Portable Third. Actually, then again, this is the first time I've done Random Hunts in Portable Third, so I suppose I shouldn't be saying welcome back. But anyway, welcome back to the series, but welcome to Portable Third. I have indeed recorded Portable Third many times in the past, only for hunting with friends, however. This is the first time I've actually gotten around to doing a Random Hunts video in this game, so why the hell not? At this point we're doing Jhen Mohran, which I'm not very excited about, for the simple reason that it's not very entertaining to watch. I realise this, I'm sorry, but maybe for those of you who have not seen a Jhen fight in Portable Third, it'll be interesting to you. You'll be able to see that it's no bloody different to 3 Ultimate. It's indeed different to that of Tri, but the differences that were introduced to Jhen were first introduced in this game, and then they were the same for 3 Ultimate. But anyway, I'm pretty sure this is a high rank Jhen Mohran. This is like this person's urgent quest. I don't know. I wasn't aware that there was an HR 6 urgent for this guy. But anyway, let's just have a look. Rumble in the desert. Slay a Jhen Mohran or repel it. The location is simply desert. Not great desert, just desert. I have to tell you, the interesting thing about this game is that it's all fan translated. Originally, this was, well, I say originally, it's always been a Japanese only game. So everything that is in English right now was typed by a person who simply wanted to type it, not someone who was being paid to do it for a localization or anything like that. It's all fan translated. And I have to tell you, some of the translations are really, really bad, and not that they would be unfaithful to the original Japanese text, it's just that because there is minimal localization. Now, of course, most of you will know the difference between localization and translation. Translation is literally just taking what it says in Japanese and then turning it into something we can understand. Localization is making it so that it fits into our culture and the way our language works. There is a lot more translation here and a lot less localization. So what ends up happening is you have quest titles like Hunt Wyvern on Desert, and things like Big Boar Came to Race Hard, and you're left there going, no, this is not good, this is not really what I had in mind, but it's better than Japanese everywhere, so yeah. I mean, if you can read Japanese, that's great. So anyway, as you can see, this Jhen is lagging a little bit, so if it wasn't already boring enough to watch me hunt a Jhen Mohran, now you get to see it laggy as well, so I hope you guys are ready. This is going to be really good fun. Just going to let you fire your rocks off. As you can see, I'm not exactly playing with much focus right now, I'm just sort of wandering around, not doing anything. This is the last thing I wanted to hunt. There was a frickin' Alatreon room before that had a free slot, and then the guy who created the room was like, no, I'm not on the quest, when I asked if they were on a quest. He said that they were starting. I joined the room, and 2 out of the 3 people were gone. He was the only one there. And I said, wait, didn't you say that you weren't on the quest? And he said, I'm not on the quest. It's like, yeah, I see that, but what about your teammates? And anyway, some other guy wanted to do a Jhen hunt, and then that guy who was still in the Alatreon room, oh, look at this is great. Jen's having a seizure at this point. But anyway, yeah, the guy who was in the Alatreon room was like, oh, I'll go do that, and then he pings me and says, go to Guildhall 8. And I'm like, why am I suddenly along for the ride? But to be honest, it was the only room that had a quest up at the time. By quest, I mean in Hunsterverse you have certain rooms and you can post a Hunsterverse quest there, or like give it a room title, however you want to refer to it. And that was the only room available, that Alatreon room, at the time. Something that people were naming, like a quest in particular that they were doing. That was the only one that was marked in Hunsterverse. And then this guy, who was the only one who wasn't on a quest, was basically saying, come to Guildhall 8 to do this guy's frickin' Jhen hunt. And so here I am. I could have been doing Alatreon, but I'm not, so that's kind of sad. But anyway, I hope you guys can forgive me for not doing Alatreon. It would have been a lot more entertaining than this, I can assure you, but there's only so much that I can do on short notice when it comes to playing this game. I'll tell you what, even though this might not be the best, what you're seeing right now, at least it is online, Portable Third. It's... I have to tell you, and excuse me while I'm getting a little bit of gas here. Jesus. Anyway, it is amazing that the Hunsterverse exists, and I'm not here to advertise Hunsterverse, really. I don't care so much about that. But I have to tell you that if you are interested in playing the older Monster Hunter games, I would absolutely 110% recommend that you get Hunsterverse on Discord. It's basically a Discord server that you sign up for, in a sense. Of course, it's free and all of that. It's all free to play. Even though it really shouldn't be, I'm sure the cost is very high to keep it running, because they have all these servers that are really, really good. The servers themselves are excellent, very stable, very consistent. When you compare it to the likes of Ad Hoc Party or X-Link Kai, or should I just say Ad Hoc in general, it's incredibly stable. Pretty much the only variation in your online connection is going to be either on your side or on the side of the person that you're connecting to in-game. It's not actually a problem with the Hunsterverse connection. That is always very, very stable, or at least 99% of the time it's very stable. So, I have to tell you, when compared to Ad Hoc, whether you're using X-Link Kai or Ad Hoc Party or whatever, this is an incredible online experience. Incredible. So, I mean, for some of you guys, it might not feel particularly great, but for those of you who have indeed experienced what Ad Hoc is like while playing on the PSP Monster Hunter games, you're going to seriously, seriously appreciate this. As more time passes, I begin to take for granted what the Hunsterverse is, which is essentially just, you know, you come online, you get in the hunt straight away. You know, you can talk to people, full communication, hey, who wants to do this? You can have a look and see who's doing what, you can go join them if you want. It's just instant. And speaking of connection, the very person who we're doing this fucking hunt for just broke away from the quest. I'm not, like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is... I blame this guy in particular. This does not have to do with Hunsterverse, this has to do with this guy's specific connection. Generally speaking, I don't have issues when it comes to hunting online in Hunsterverse. And yet, of course, as soon as I want to record, this crap happens. I have to first and foremost put up with the shit gen file that's lagging, and then second of all, the guy that we're doing the quest for just fucking disconnected. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next hunt that I do. It will not be a fucking gen. I'm not doing this again. I will see you in a bit. The fuck is this? Is this a double quest with Raytheon and Rathalos? It must be. It's an event quest, I can tell, based on how long it's taking to actually process this quest. It's typically how it goes. Event quests take a little bit longer to load. Come on. Bloody event quests. But yeah, anyway, I managed to find another group, another room, whatever you want to call it. Another guild hall, that's a good way to phrase it. What are we fighting? A bunch of Japanese text. Trying to see, so I need to find the names Riorea, Rioreus. So let me see if I can read this. Yeah, I was about to say it starts with... Okay, so I can see that it's definitely that, because both of these names start with a katakana for ri. So I can... that already tells me that that's what I'm hunting. So, who is Akak? Jesus Christ, what hunter rank are you? 1. Phenomenal. This person asked me if they could join my guild hall, and I said, yeah, sure, why not? I'm perfectly happy with that. Christ. Alright, I'm going to communicate with them. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, seriously, let's get moving. What is the plate Damascus material? So, like, someone wants to know the Damascus plate armor material. Like, mate, I can't whip that out of my asshole. Search online yourself. Like, Christ. Anyway, it's a bit of a nightmare sometimes. I'm almost tempted to perhaps one day... Oh, we're fighting both at the same time in the arena. That's good to know. I decided to keep things simple and just use the sword and shield once again. Arubatorion Star. I forgot what star is in... Oh, Jesus H. Christ, I'm completely not prepared for this fight. I should have brought Thunder. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I didn't know what it was. Seriously, the person put the fucking name as just Rath. That's it. R-A-T-H. That's it. That's all I had to go on. I had no idea what the fucking quest was. Here I am with a dragon weapon that is ineffectual against both of these monsters. Well, not necessarily ineffectual, but it does minimal damage compared to, say, Thunder, which is very good for Gold Rathian and at least a little bit good for Silver Rathalos, but Dragon is not good for either of them. This is just super, super frustrating. Thank you for falling in the trap, I guess. Anyway, this is very, very frustrating. At this point, at least I have 220 raw damage to contend with here. Well, not contend with, but use against these guys. But anyway, you can see that this is bad times right here. This is not just bad times, this is sad times. So I don't really know what to expect here. Anyway, you can see that Restfire is about to fucking die. I don't have anything to heal him with. I don't have life powders at the moment, which is something that might make some people rather sad, but I don't really care. I'd like to shield that, but I can't. About to get fucked over, never mind. Good old Rathian ended up shielding that. So, if I could have read Japanese, I would have been able to see that they both would have been some species, but no, I can't read Japanese, sorry. What a shame. Anyway. Yeah, you go fireball the shit out of Rathalos. Good idea. I don't have any issues with this quest, it's just that I'm not prepared for it at all. I just have the wrong weapon. But anyway, because it is 3rd generation, I am using the Sword and Shield a lot. I love the Sword and Shield in 3rd generation. I stopped loving it in 4th generation because they got rid of this. See that? They got rid of that, and that's not okay. The fact that they got rid of that is beyond not okay. It's just completely inexcusable. So, oh, I thought I was gonna miss you there. Anyway, more flash bombs, which is always nice. Of course, with the Gold and Silver, I guess, Rath, you need to not aim for the head, but instead aim for the wings. That is the weak point. You can see that the internet is absolutely phenomenal here as well. This is mainly due to my internet connection. Normally I have a wired connection, but funnily enough, my Ethernet port fell through the wall. Or fell into the wall, however you want to say it. So now I'm using wireless, which is not good. I'm just gonna be transparent with you right there. It's fucking awful. So, you know, this is not quite what I had in mind when it came to a Random Hunts recording in Portable Third. This is, maybe you guys are starting to understand now why I just haven't recorded Portable Third for a Random Hunts video yet. So, I mean, Christ. Obviously, it's not as easy to achieve, but anyway. Here I am, just hunting 2 monsters that I'm not prepared to hunt. I don't think either member of my party is doing anything to really deal damage to these enemies. Restfire has died to further, I guess, make it very clear that my teammates are not cut out for the fight either. Eris is about to die, or Aris, I don't know how to say your name. I guess Eris, Aris, Arrest? Are you going into cardiac arrest, or should I be concerned about being arrested myself? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm making awful jokes just to sort of make light of this truly awful situation. Because this is not good. Obviously the ideal situation is to throw down a smoke bomb and kill one and then kill the other, but Christ. Obviously it didn't work out so well for me this time around. Putting down another shock trap, even though we're going to fail with this quest, I mean, you know, it's always nice. But anyway. I can see that, also, the room name isn't just Rath, it's Hunt Rath. Pretty important. It's important that we know that we're hunting them, rather than not hunting them. So, I mean, Christ. Now we have Silver Rathalos in the trap, which really did not do much to help us out here. Because only Restfire was attacking. I can only hope that Restfire has a fully upgraded longsword, but he probably does not. I don't know whether or not he does, but he probably does not. Anyway, so I just realised that maybe it would have been a good thing to wait for 4 people, but I decided that after that whole Jhen crap, I wasn't going to wait for 4 people this time around. That was obviously a poor decision that I made. But it would have been even better had I known that this was Gold and Silver Rathalos. Or Gold Rathian and Silver... No, Yes, Silver Rath was. I was thinking for a second that that was incorrect, and then I realised, hold on, my brain is not actually functioning correctly. Honestly, this is beyond bad. This is, I mean, I don't even know where to start describing how bad this is, because it's bad. It's Michael Jackson's 1987 album at this point, and to be honest, that's pretty bad for various reasons, you know. Now all of a sudden, I'm not being taken seriously by anyone because I went from being a black guy to being some white thing, and, you know, that's bad. Get it? But anyway, so... Of course, my focus right now is Gold Rathian for the moment. Like, the primary reason why this is the case is because Gold Rathian has a stupid tail. And I don't like Gold Rathian's stupid tail. And, but one thing that I will mention, just to kind of mention something fun, is that Gold Rathian's colour here is probably the best out of all of the games. I really like that orangey gold colour. It really shines. It's impressive. But, yeah, she doesn't really look like this in any of the other games. She's of a different shade of gold in every single game. The worst shade so far, of course, has been second generation. That was just truly, truly bad. That was not gold, that was yellow, okay? So, you know, take my armor set right now and make it even more yellow. That was second generation. And then, in this game, it's just really, really orangey. This was the first game since second gen that we had Gold Rathian. Then in 3 Ultimate it was a bit more yellowed than this, but not as yellow as fucking... whatever it was. The second generation, yeah, and then, yeah, it worked out pretty well in the end. I think they more or less kept with that particular shade. Not too orangey gold like this, but also not too yellow either. A bit more balanced, you see. But anyway, maybe we're actually going to succeed in this hunt, even though I'm not at all prepared for it. It works out rather well. But maybe our team is a bit more sturdy than I first thought. But anyway, I'm gonna go and drink a Mega Potion because why not? Haven't needed to heal too much here. It's not too difficult of a fight, having both of these in the same arena at the same time. It's a little bit of a mess sometimes, but anyway. I have to say that in Hunsterverse, it's sort of a revival of the old Tri community. It's incredible because the weirdest people I've ever met on the internet were people that I met on Tri. And I have to say that, and that's referring to the European servers specifically, might have been a little bit different in the US servers, I don't know. But in the European servers there were some serious weirdos in Tri. I have to tell you that it feels the same in Hunsterverse. Don't know why, but you know, it's good. I like that. It's just different. It's a different sort of community. Someone here has just come in saying, "Me noob, hunt in P3rd, anyone?" But, you know, I don't want to hunt with a person like that, but maybe some people do. Maybe they're into that. I don't know. I've got no idea. But I have met some weirdos, I can tell you that much. Hopefully this Gold Rathian, whatever, is going to die soon. I would love that. Just attacking the legs at this point because I am using Sword and Shield. I can't really reach much else. Can you stop? Oh. You know, just when I thought that we were doing well, that happened. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the very first Portable Third Random Hunts video. Everything about this video would encourage a sane person to just scrap it. But I find this to be so awful that that in itself is something of entertainment value, so I'm just going to keep this as is. And I'm going to upload it, and we're going to see how that's going to go. It's going to be sad, especially watching it back. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video of Random Hunts. Hopefully it will be this game, maybe something else, I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Well, as you can see, I did actually end up getting into my Elatrion hunt, so I lived happily ever after. Thank you very much for watching.